and very warm welcome to RefLimps. This is Farooq Hussain. In this hands-on video tutorial, we will learn how we can install Koha 22.05 on Ubuntu 22.04. So both are the latest version. Ubuntu 22.04 just released in April 2022 and Koha 22.05 just released on 28 May 2022, and today is 4th June. On 31st May, I guess I asked a poll about you to what you want to learn first, Koha 22.05 on Ubuntu 22.04. 50% people said yes, and the second option was DSpace 7.3 on Ubuntu 22.04, and the 36% participate there, and any topic on the library trends. So 14% said. So we will continue as per your votes. So thank you very much for the participation. So here we are with the Koha 22.05 on Ubuntu 22.04. So let's start the video. We have built a guideline, and most of you have this guideline. How you can install Koha 22. It's actually 21, so we save it to 22. And now, see, okay, anyhow. So what we need to do first, we need to update and upgrade our system. I guess my system is already updated and upgraded. But first, let me open the terminal by pressing Ctrl Alt T, and let me activate the admin mode by writing sudo su and the password of my system. Here you can see this actually Ubuntu install on a virtual machine through the VM VirtualBox. In one of the last video we have installed the Ubuntu, and that's actually the same Ubuntu. You can see here we have the Windows, this one, and here we have Ubuntu. So now let's start the video. Let me full screen this so you can enjoy this. Sudo app get update, and we need to sudo app get upgrade. Yes, so here I'm writing two commands, update and the upgrade together, and Y is for yes. Okay, done. Now let me clear this, and what next we need to do, we need to add the Debian package, the Debian package for stable version, the repository, by using this command. It's echo, and the Debian packages here for stable version. You can use old stable if you want to install Koha 21. So here we are with Koha 22. Let us add this, and then we need to add the key, that's actually source key. So let me copy here, and yes, paste here. That's quite easy. Okay, once again we need to update, copy this, and now paste here. Now it will add the Debian packages in the repository, so there we can use the stable version, we can install easily. So there we need to install. Okay, now let us install the, or we can just write this command instead of copy paste, let me clear first. See, it's sudo apt-get install koha common. Quite easy. And there you need to wait a long, say 1250 MB additional disk size required. So make sure you have the disk and let me yes for this, and you can see it has start working and Debian packages, and it will take long. So let me uh, pause my video here. Okay, let's see. I hope it might complete it. So it's 21 to 5 a.m. and today is 4th June, Saturday. So let's see. So it has done. Now what we need to do, we need to configure the Koha site file, and we can open this file by using this command, and this command say, let me clear this first. Here you can see sudo gedit. Gedit is actually an editor, and the etc is one of the directory. There we have another directory, that's Koha, and then we have Koha site dot configuration. So this file we need to open, and here we are, and there we need to provide the intra port, for example 8000 for, let's see, staff interface, 8001 for staff interface and 8000 for user interface, I mean the opaque. And we can save this and then close this, of course. Okay, after this what we need to do, we need to install MySQL server. So copy here and paste here. It says sudo apt-get install mysql server. And yes, it might take few time, so let me pause here. But depend on the speed of your internet and your computer, so it's quite fast. But let me stop now. So it might be done. So we have installed MySQL Server, and then what we need to do, we need to activate this mode, rewrite mode. So we can copy this and paste here. Sudo a2 enable mode, that is rewrite. So let us enable this, and it will say you need to uh, restart Apache. So we will restart Apache. After this, it says sudo a2 enable mode, that is CGI, and again it say restart Apache. So let us restart Apache. Apache is actually, you know well, what is Apache? Apache is the web server of Koha. So whatever available on Koha, so that actually bring to you by Apache on your web browser. So whatever you see on your web browser is through Apache. So Apache is actually web server of Koha. So let's see. Now this is the time where we can create the instance or the Koha main database. So say sudo koha create database, that is library, or you can rename this to any, like whatever you want to. So it has created. There you need to use this address. Okay, So instead of using localhost, you can use this address for localhost. Okay. Now, this is the point where we need to configure port file, the port configuration file of Apache with the given ports. So we will open this file and it say listen 808. So we will say 8000 and also listen 8001. If for instance we need to create multiple instances on Koha, so we will say listen 8000, let's say 2, 8002, 8003, and then 8000. For second instance, we will say 8002 and 3, and for third instance, we will say 8004 and 5, and so on. So for every instance, for every database, we will say listen for two ports. Okay, so this port is for user panel, the opaque, and this port is for staff interface. So every instance or every database has two ports. So let's save here. And and if you want to learn how we can create multiple instances on Koha, so there's a video available in the description of this video. The link in the description of this video or on the I button. So you can have that video. That's quite easy, in fact. Uh-oh, I don't want to exit here. Okay, so let me clear this. And then. Now we have configured this and we need to restart Apache once again. So copy once again this and here sudo service Apache 2 restart. This one is actually one old command, but it's work. And there we need to disable the default site. It's A2 this site. This site is actually disable site. This one that is default, and it will say you need to activate Apache. Restart Apache. So here we are enable another mode, that is deflect. Paste here, and now say already enabled. And see, we are going to enable the site for our instance, that is library. Okay, it's already enabled. But this is to make sure. And now service restart Apache once again, and there we need to check the password of the instance that we have created for Koha database. The main Koha database, that is library, and then that password we need to save carefully. Copy here and paste here and save this file once again. And now see, when you enter, it will clear the screen, and then we need to exit, and then we need to close this, and now we need to open the web browser to have a look with the what we said, Koha 22.04 05, in fact, sorry. So 127 0, I guess it's 1 0 8001. Let me close this. I hope I have written the correct address. Maybe it's like 1270. No, I have written correct address here. Okay, so there we need to write the Koha as the prefix and the instance name, that is library. Let me bigger the size here. You can see easily. There we are. And the password. Copy this. Uh-huh. What happened? I'm not going to open this. Paste here and login. Now we are going to log in for the very first time in Koha 22.05 web installer. And here we have web installer face. So we need to select the language, that is by default English. Okay. It might take few times, so don't worry about this. And it's actually depend on the speed of your internet. I must say you need to work in night time like me. It's 4, uh, it's around 5, and we need to add Perl. I mean, we need to check Perl dependencies. What is Perl in Koha? Perl is actually the scripting language of Koha. And then database setting. So let us see the database setting. Here we are. Say OK. Continue to the next step. Okay, again go down. It has established the connection, and now continue to the next step. Okay, here we are. Set up database, that is library that we have set. Hmm. Okay, done. And now it's success, and it's a database table created. And what next? Okay, now here we are at the basic configuration setting. Okay, there we need to select the mark flavor. We use mark 21, that is universal. In some European country, there's Unimark, so you can select according to your requirement. So there we are, it's with the mark 21. And after this, we need to select some default setting. There we have some mandatory setting that are already selected, and we have some optional things. So we can have optional things you can select according to your requirement. So there we have the fast add minimal mark framework. So we have this, we have some categories, item types. Okay, and there we have some other optional things, so you can have all of them. as per your requirement, but I would say not to select the like sample patterns and the sample libraries. So we can create or at our own, but that's actually if you are working in the production environment. But if you want to practice at your own, that's quite easy. Or you can select all of them. After the installation you can remove them. That's not a problem at all. So again, it might take few time because it need to have all your click here to be import. Okay. Okay. And remember, this is on VM, uh, Oracle VM. What we said, Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, so we are on one VM, that is virtual machine, through the Oracle VirtualBox. So you can have Oracle VirtualBox, or you can use VMware as well. So we have discussed in quite details all about this uh, virtual platform. So here we are. So we have done all the things are here, and now we need to set up some basic requirement. So we are going to enter in the onboarding tools. Okay, so Koha actually welcomes you. So there you need to provide the administrator identity. So let's see. I am the administrator here. The card number for example, and there the library is already selected. So we have select some sample library, and I'm in board category, pattern category, and then you need to provide the username. For example, I would say Farooq, and the password, that would be something you selected. Okay, let me select some easy. uh okay, now this is the okay. And you need to provide a circulation rule. So let us go with the default. After the installation we can actually what we can do, we can edit this rule and we can create some other rule as well. So here we are, now completed. Start using Koha. I hope I remember the password. Now the Koha underscore library will not work. You need to remember that password that you have created. That's why I hope I'm writing the correct thing here. There we are. So we have installed successfully Koha 22.05 on Ubuntu 22.04. So let me copy this, paste here for the user interface. I'm in the OPAC. Hmm. Okay, so this is Koha 22.05, and we have successfully installed. Some other time, some other video, we will explore this in quite details. And this is actually the opaque. It looks same. We will see what is the different in Koha 22.05. Okay. Amazing. So it's quite easy. You will try this, and if you need that installation guide, so you can email me. My email is available in the description of most of the videos, so you can have that. But remember, this installation guide is for personal use only, not to publish or post on any blog, or you can't use on any other video. So this is for your personal use, not for commercial use. So I hope you will care of this, and thank you very much for watching Raflims. This is Farooq Hussain. Keep watching and take care. Okay, thank you.